Hello, everybody. I am AO Ghost, and kinda welcome to Reactions from the Other Side. This is the first time I'm ever dedicating a video to talk to you guys. Usually I would do a little something in the actual video itself, and take up your time from what you really want to watch, which is the movie. So now I'm doing it completely separate. Really want to talk to you guys about is some of the stuff that I got planned going on, and that is the creation of another type of reaction on the channel, and that is anime reactions. So I've been thinking for a while now about doing some anime reactions, and it actually came from trying to figure out how to do the reactions already on the channel. So I came up with this decision because it really reinforced my idea behind it during the King of the Hill reactions, because for most of those, I think there's only 6 in total, 6 reaction videos in total from 10 episodes from season 14. But out of those 6 videos, 4 of them were blocked worldwide. And like I did make a community post about it with a screenshot of how many times I've uploaded different versions of the video just to get it shut up, phone. Just to get it online. And I noticed that because of that, like I have a certain, like I usually give myself about 2 weeks to do about a month's worth of reaction videos. And if I, it's alright if I go past the date once or 2 times, right? But sometimes when the video gets blocked, especially, a movie is enough, but for a TV show to get blocked that many times, it really pushes me towards the deadline of the upload date. So I was really thinking, like, alright, so if this is getting annoying, right? What can I do to surpass, to get past that? And I was also thinking about how sometimes for the movies are one thing, but for the TV shows they have a bunch of episodes, and specifically like the Venture Bros, right? But Batman, because I wanted to do all of Batman the animated series, and then all of Superman, and then do Justice League, and then do the movies, the animated movies. But they take there's so many, there's like 400 episodes. And for me to react to them and then edit them down and then upload them once every 2 weeks, it would take like 6 years to do all of that. And I want to watch other stuff too. So I was trying to figure out, man, what can I do to speed up this upload time? And that brought me to the anime reactions. And for those who don't know, Japan's copyright laws are ultra strict. And I mean, they have deleted countless YouTube channels over the years for copyright strikes. And as someone who used to do AMVs, like I used to do Dragon Ball Z AMVs and stuff, like 10 years ago. I've been on YouTube a long time. A lot longer than this channel's age is. And it was always scary, like nerve-wracking, uploading the AMV and hoping that it didn't get copyright strike, because you've put in, maybe a month or 2 worth of work just for it to get wiped off the internet, and you can't upload it anywhere else. So knowing that, there's a bunch of anime I did want to do, and I'm like, I can't. There's no way in hell I'm putting this on YouTube and having them delete my channel. I did remember that I saw this one guy who was doing anime reactions, and it was just his video. There was no audio or video of the show itself, and he was posting it on YouTube, and it was getting, you know, people go and they get the episode themselves and they queue it up and everything like that, and people was watching. He had a nice following. I was like, well, I can do that, but my challenge is I don't use a video camera. So you would essentially be looking at only the reaction, only the episode, and just listening to me, which is usually what you do anyway when it comes to the movie reactions. But for an episode where it's different. So here's what my philosophy is. I'm going to plan to eventually open a Patreon and upload my audio commentary to the episodes, and I can do that so much easier. Now, one reason because of that is when I do the reactions, I do kind of put on like I kind of like hype myself up to do the reactions. Like I have if you are subscribed to my main channel, Ayo Ghost, you know that I usually in the videos play a character, like a very hyped up, egotistical person, which is not me in real life, but I find those type of people funny, so I try to copy and impersonate them with my own character of who Ayo Ghost is, and that takes a lot of energy to do that. For 2 hours straight to do a movie reaction, and with all of those anime, so many, countless episodes, I'm not gonna do that. I can't keep that energy up that entire time. So I was thinking about just doing those as a more relaxed type of setting, kind of like this right here, where I pretty much just won't like if you've seen the Defenders of Space reaction that I just uploaded, it would be something similar to that, to where there aren't, because that was a little, I still even kind of did it halfway how I usually do reactions, where I'm still trying to, crack jokes and stuff like that. But for the most part, just try to take it in as it is without having to be this character that drains me, and just do it straightforward. But I still want to be entertaining because you can't see me, so I do want to have people know that I'm still here. And then what happens if you know about Riff Tracks. They do commentary for movies and you can't see them, you just hear them. They sell the audio. Some movies they sell the video, but it's like a whole different licensing agreement and public domain stuff. But most of the time, for big blockbuster movies that they are not going to be allowed to license for resale, they just sell their audio, which is completely legal, by the way. And so that's what I would just pretty much do, and just have it be a different, I don't like to use the word, but a different vibe than the main channel. And instead of it being like more of an entertainment thing, just be more of it like, we just watching this together, which is, that's what I usually try to do. But instead of having it be that, and I'm trying to be, shut up phone, and trying to be funny at the same time, to just watch it and take it as it is and seeing what could come of that. Because usually when I watch movies or TV shows, usually I'm saying this stuff, like when I do the reactions, I'm amplifying it, but a lot of that stuff I usually think of when I'm watching anything in general. So if I do it with the anime reactions, I can knock out more episodes and cover more stuff that I want to do, and just in general have more energy to do it. like I said in the Defenders of Space Reaction, I have a my anime list where it's very I'm very shocked at how detailed that website is. There's a you can see all the stuff that I've watched and completed, rankings and commentary and stuff I'm planning to watch and stuff that I put on hold and stuff that I canceled. And I find it pretty fun going through people's profiles and looking at what they hated and what they liked and stuff. And so it should be interesting. There's a lot of, and by the way, I'm thinking about doing this anime stuff, but I've been off of anime for years. Like I just haven't, none of it has interested me. I've tried to watch it a couple years ago, get back into it, and I lasted for like 3 days before I lost complete interest. And so like the type of anime that I plan to watch is going to be a lot of there's going to be like a lot of drama. Shut up. I think it's Bleacher Report. The USA is playing Venezuela right now, and in baseball, and a lot of drama. More like psychological, military, crime, mafia, detective stuff. Some action. The stuff I am not going to be watching is like, it's like most modern, like most what anime is popular now, like, and this is funny because I said this in the Defenders of Space Reaction that I'm not really. That it's kind of a contrast because when I was younger, I didn't like older anime. Like I didn't like how it looked, and I like the newer anime. But now I don't really like how newer anime looks. I like how older anime look, like from the 80s and 90s. I don't know, for some reason that looks more interesting to me than modern anime. I don't know why. Modern anime does look great, but it doesn't really look interesting. Old anime looks interesting to me. I don't know why. It's just a weird change. So a lot of that. Oh, and a lot of the stuff. It's going to be bad. I don't mean that like it's all going to, I'm just going to all be watching trash anime. There's a lot of critically acclaimed anime in there too that I'm excited to watch. One is called, I think it's called Lair. Another one is, I think it's what, 070 Ghost. There's a couple stuff that's really interesting. And then there's some stuff that's really bad. And that's the stuff that's really what interested me. Like doing the Defenders of Space, eventually Space Thunder Kids and Protectors of the Universe. But there's a lot of other stuff. There's one I got coming up that I've been looking forward to for a long time. There's a whole bunch of just bad anime that I can't wait. And it's really what makes it fun for me is the dubbing. That's the funniest part. It's just when there's terrible English dubbing. It's like, like with Defenders of Space, I swear there was 3 voice actors across that entire movie. There's one guy that did all the men, one girl that did all the women, and there was like another guy who decided to do like all the weird voices. Other than that, they was all voiced by the same people. Like there's where the king and the generals was talking, like this is the same guy going back and forth. The same with Mary and Robbie. I mean, Mary and the kid with the lumps on his head when they was arguing back and forth. Like, y'all are the same person. So yeah, you can look. Not gonna be like in for more of the explicit genres. I do take recommendations, but the only time you will ever see me react to that is if there's something so absurd, which is what grabs my attention. If there's a premise that is so ridiculous, I have to watch it. Regardless of the content that's inside. Like there was one I was searching about, it was a couple days ago, that I came across on it was in, so like on that site they got this thing called Stacks, where it's like users have their own like list similar to whatever anime what page you might have been on. So I went to the Stacks, I found one, and then I clicked on the guy's profile, and then he had a different stack on there. So I looked at that stack, and the stack was what was it, like infamous, popular infamous animes or something, and he would give a description of why certain animes was like notorious. And one of them, I cannot believe what the premise was. I said I instantly act like I don't care. It's the only, if you look at the list, it's the only classified hentai anime on that entire list, because I was like, I have to see this. This sounds ridiculous. It's so stupid. I have to see it. And it's only like, shut up. It's only one episode too. It's like a one 30-minute episode. I said I gotta watch this. This sounds crazy. So that's only, anything other than that, you like just watch this straight up hentai. I'm not doing that. There's nothing to gain from. I'm just gonna sit here in silence watching these cartoons have sex. I can't. What entertainment can anyone get from that? I have to find some type of comedy in it. I can't just sit here and watch sex scenes. That don't make sense. So yeah, so don't recommend me that. What else had planned? What was I gonna say? I don't have a list. I didn't write nothing down. Dang, what else what I was gonna say? I can't remember. Let me see. Oh, so I was thinking about doing like some type of how would you guys think about doing live streams? Where we do, I do live streams on my main channel, but those are video game live streams. I do a live stream on here. I was thinking that we could just only talk about like some of the movies, we have discussions on the movies we've already reacted to. Because I was thinking, what brought me this idea was I saw a YouTube video where someone was talking about like the problem with the problem with how they try to sell modern movies, right? And one of the topics was the 2019 Charlie's Angels movie. And just them mentioning the movie, like I paused it. I didn't even watch what the guy had to say. I paused it and I instantly remembered everything about that movie. Like some movies I'll forget details that I've reacted to. I'll forget certain details and I have to go back and like, oh, okay, that's what that was. With that movie, I remember everything from beginning to end. Like the whole thing. That's how bad. No lie. Like I don't try to. I try to be honest during the reactions. I try to be real, and I try to give people benefit of the doubt, even if a movie had maybe a smaller budget, a less experienced director or actors who didn't have that much experience in movies. And I'm like, okay, I get where they're going with that movie. I still do not get where they was going with that movie. That movie is terrible. I'm a person who likes bad movies, right? Movies that people claim are bad. Usually I'll find something in that I would genuinely like. Like a lot of people didn't like End of Days. And I genuinely like that movie. And I think that maybe some people should go back and watch the movie again. And see, like, one that's very interesting is Ultraviolet. That movie is like halfway finished. There's so much more that just from looking at it, a lot of times I would sit and I would think, oh man, they could have did this in this scene, or they could have maybe done this here. So just thinking back on the movie, I'm like, man, they could have added so much more to it. But with that movie, the anger I had was coming back, and I was like, I have to make, because I already did like a 40-minute rant of that movie during the initial reaction that I didn't even upload in its entirety. I cut like 20 minutes off. So if you go to my Patreon, you can listen to the full rant. But even then, I was just listening to that guy say Charlie's Angels 2019. I was thinking of stuff I didn't even say in the original rant that I was like, oh, Oh, I forgot about this part. You know, like I was just think, the one ridiculous scene. I'll say this real shortly, and I'm gonna try to make it short because I would go on for an hour about this movie. The one ridiculous scene was when Kristen Stewart, who by the way I've come around to. Okay, I don't think she's as unattractive as I was saying. In the original reaction, I was really harsh on her, but I think she looks better than what I was being mean to in the movie. But so the scene where they're interviewing I can't remember her name. They're trying to get information from her about the device in the coffee shop. Now I was just thinking about the plan that they had. So there's an angel undercover as a waitress, and there's a Bosley who's talking to her, right? Okay, that's the angels in the store. So where's the angels outside the store? Oh, there's Kristen Stewart, who is like 8 stories in the air, looking down through shop windows where she can't see into the shop. So then when the assassin tries to kill her, tries to kill the girl, right? And then Bosley, the other angel and the girl, they run out the shop, get into the car and drive off. Kristen Stewart has to run down 7 flights of stairs and then get on a motorcycle just to catch up to them as they're speeding down the highway. Let's forget the dumb gun chase. So the guy shoots Bosley. He drives into the river, right? The assassin comes out. I think he was looking for the briefcase or something. He gets it. Here comes Kristen Stewart on a motorcycle. The guy's walking away. Kristen Stewart she has seen that her fellow agents are in the river, possibly dead. And she tells the man who has the briefcase to freeze as she's aiming a gun at him. Then he presses a button and blows the car up. So she goes flying. She's not even burned by the blast. There's no shrapnel on her. Her clothes aren't singed. Maybe her ears are ringing, but that's it. And he's slowly walking away. And she's looking at him in perfect view as she's walking away. Then they jump cut to the next scene where they're in a pasture and the girl is throwing up and Kristen Stewart is making jokes. She's making jokes after Bosley just died. After sensitive information was just stolen by an assassin who they have no leads on. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. And then all of that came flooding back, and I was like, there's other movies that I've reacted to that I was like, I have to say stuff about, and I didn't know how to do it, and I was like, maybe we can discuss it in the live streams, because then you guys can ask questions, or you can state some of your observations on the topic, and we could like bounce off it like that. So hey, if you guys you think that would be a good idea, then let me know. And I think that's all that I have. I don't know how long I've been talking for. Let me see. 23 minutes. Holy shit. Okay, well, that's the end of this video. Thank you all for listening and watching. And yeah, we'll see. So, everybody, let me know in the comments. I'll make a community post highlighting some of the stuff I was talking about. See if you guys what your opinions are on the Patreon and the anime reactions in the live stream. So thank you for watching.